so much.
All right, have a good one. Thank you. Enjoy. I'll be right back. You're all set. Thank you. All right, take care. Thank you. Have a good day. Enjoy. Thank you. That's that for you. Take care. You too.
Due to the pandemic, many companies have had to downsize. Vincent Attali, an accomplished French-American pastry chef from New York City, was one of the former executive pastry chefs at Linkelnd, where over 95% of the food services employees were laid off. Now, he and his wife, Maria, have opened a pop-up business as well as a subscription business in Belmont, California called The French Spot.
The reason that we created The French Spot was I lost my job.
And I lost my job.
So I'd been working at Linkelnd for over 3 years, worked with a dozen chefs and 6 different cafes, all the way from San Francisco down to Mountain View. So we made thousands of pastries every single day. And then after that, well, I had to figure out what was next. So I need to create myself a job and create a job for my wife. I had spent some time during the pandemic with my father. So he has a French Spot in Cedar City, Utah. We were talking about possibly one day joining him over there, and taking care of the bakery. About it, and then when I came back over here, I was like, wow, you know what? Now I should really open the French Spot. This is my opportunity. So we launched a Kickstarter. Hundreds of people supported us. Many of them were LinkedIn employees, and we raised almost $22,000. And at the same time, we launched a subscription model. So the subscription was a way for me to approach pastry differently, right? I didn't want to just open up a bakery. My idea was to create a modern pastry concept which didn't necessarily need a storefront. Why not get a 6-piece box of pastries delivered to your door? Some of the former chefs that I used to work with, well, I continue to collaborate with them, right? I actually invite them here, where they're putting out their food, whether it's Christopher Littman, who has a pizza pop-up in San Leandro, or Kevin, who has his own modern version of a restaurant, like a private chef service. Worked in New York, I worked in Las Vegas. And pastry, it's more traditional. You always have kind of this, a static menu. Coming to San Francisco was exciting. I got to be part of a food scene. I got to go to the amazing farmers market at the Embarcadero. I also got exposed to a lot of Asian American influences. And I really enjoy mochi. Why not take that chewiness of mochi and that flaky, rich, buttery flavor of a croissant? Why not merge them together? And when I launched the French Spot, it became like my signature item, right? And I call it the Mochi Crow, and I actually have that trademarked.
Oh, I love the bakery. Pecan praline is one of my favorites, and they make a mochi croissant, which is a rather unique pastry.
Having been my own boss for the past, 9 or 10 months, is that I've always pushed hard wherever I work. But now, when I push harder, I see the differences, and I see the financial rewards, and I see how it can have a positive impact on other people. When you work for a big company, you always hit that ceiling, right? Yourself, the ceiling's only, it's only as high as you want to go.
Reporting from Scott Center News, I'm Kiana George.